Have you ever made mistakes in the past and just couldn't move past it? I mean, just think about it. All of us make mistakes. Big mistakes, small mistakes, mistakes that may have hurt someone else, and mistakes that may have hurt us. But don't you know that mistakes are just part of life? Aren't they? But they can become a burden that weighs you down and sometimes prevents you from moving past the past. Most of the time, it's not the mistake itself. It's us holding on to it, punishing ourselves year after year until we can't truly love ourselves or enjoy life. Well, I've got some ideas on how we can move past those mistakes. So grab yourself a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage. Have a seat and let's talk about it right here on A Different Choice.
Ooh, you gotta love yourself. Yeah, you gotta love yourself. Hey, you gotta love yourself. Just letting you know, you got to love yourself.
Hello, YouTube family, and welcome to A Different Choice. My name is James, and I'll be your host. Mistakes. Can I tell you something about mistakes? Mistakes don't make you broken. They make you human. Every choice you made in the past, you made with the awareness and emotional capacity you had at the time. Just think about it. If you could have done better, you would have. But at that particular time and place, you made the choice that you made. Just understand that it was back in the day when you may not have known better or were under some type of stress. And we'll get to that in a moment. But holding on to it will not help you move forward in life. Holding on to guilt doesn't fix the past. It only drains your future. Maybe you replay the moment over and over. Maybe you tell yourself, I should have known better, or I should have done this or that. Why didn't I listen to you, or why didn't I trust so-and-so? But listen, replaying the past doesn't rewrite it. No matter how many times you play it back in your mind, what you should have or could have or would have done, it won't change what has already happened. Playing it back only keeps you stuck in the past at that particular moment in that particular time. Now that may sound blunt, but that's just the reality of it. So how do we forgive ourselves and move beyond the past? Well, I have 5 thoughts that I would like you to consider. The first thing is this: acknowledge what happened. Don't exaggerate it, don't minimize it, just tell the truth. This is the part that people skip, not because they don't want to face it, but because they're afraid that looking at the mistake will make the pain worse. But the truth is, you can't heal what you refuse to look at. You can't work on what you refuse to deal with. So take a moment, name what happened, just the facts, not the story that you built around it, not the labels you've attached to yourself, just the event itself. And then say to yourself, this is what I did, this is what happened, this is the part that I played. And then just name it out and understand it. Step 2 is that we need to understand the need beneath the behavior. What do I mean by that? Every action comes from a need. Maybe you needed comfort, maybe you needed validation, maybe you were just scared and didn't realize what you were doing. Don't try to rationalize it, just understand it. You may look at it and say, that don't even make sense, but remember, a lot of stuff may not have made sense back then. That's why we just understand what we've done. Take this example. Have you ever talked with someone and told them a little bit of some of the things that you're going through? And they say something like, well, if I were you, I would have done this, or if I were you, I would have done that. And you're sitting there and thinking, listening to them, saying to yourself, but you're not me. You don't know how I feel. You don't know how I react to things. And that's the way I want you to look at it. The person you are now is not the person you were back then. And so you have to go ahead and just try to understand what happened and understand the need behind it. Step 3 is offer yourself some compassion. Speak to yourself in the way that you would speak to someone who just went through something. Someone that you love, one of your friends who just went through something. And you hold them, you pat them on their back, you treat them with respect. And so you need to treat yourself the same way. Why? Because you deserve it, especially from you. You deserve to be treated right. You deserve to be treated with compassion, with empathy. Why not from you? So that's the third thing. You need to treat yourself with some compassion. Extract from the lesson. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? Because everything that happens can be a life lesson. The bad stuff and the good stuff, right? When you learn from a mistake, it becomes wisdom. Sometimes we learn from the good things that we do, and we know to do it over and over again. We learn from the bad things that we do, and we understand not to do that again. So take a look and see what the lesson is that you learned from what has happened in your mistakes. And then step number 5, release the emotional debt. Forgiveness means saying, I no longer owe myself punishment for this. Because that's all we're doing, punishing ourselves for something that we cannot change. Punishing ourselves for something that we did in our youth when we didn't have the experience and the understanding that we have now. So stop punishing yourself and forgive yourself. Self-forgiveness isn't just letting go. It's rebuilding trust. Sometimes we won't trust ourselves to make good decisions because of something that happened, maybe 15 years ago? And in all that time, you've been giving other people power over your life and decisions. So you have to learn to trust yourself again. I know that there are some good decisions that you've made since that time. I'm sure there have been. Not decisions that other people made for you, but decisions that you made. Even if it was small, start there and begin building that trust in yourself on those small decisions. Just look at it this way: small decisions, small wins. Small decisions, small wins. And then move to the bigger decisions. And every small positive step says, I can rely on myself now. And go back to the last video where we talked about having healthy support. Someone who can help you celebrate the small wins. Someone who can help you celebrate the decisions that you made that were good decisions. And someone who can help you and help steer you in the right direction. So moving forward, I want you to remember 2 things. You are not the worst thing that you've ever done. And you are not the moment you regret. But who you are is the person choosing to grow from your mistakes. Self-forgiveness is courage. It's leadership. It's choosing to move forward without dragging yesterday behind you. So today, give yourself permission to release the past. Not because you're excusing it. It's definitely not because you're forgetting it. But because you're ready to grow beyond it. You deserve peace. You deserve healing. And you deserve to forgive yourself. So take these 5 ideas along with everything else that we've talked about and begin healing. Begin learning who you are. Begin enjoying life to the fullest. Why? Because you deserve it. And remember, be good to yourself, forgive yourself, and of course, above everything else, love yourself. And we'll see you next time, right here on A Different Choice.
Ooh, you gotta love yourself. Yeah, you gotta love yourself. yourself. Hey, you gotta love yourself. Just letting you know, you got to love yourself.